Kara Lewis Newton. I am an exclusive Black status presenter with Unique. If you want to know more about me or more about the products that I'm talking about, look at my bio and send me an email or find me on Facebook under Kara Lewis Newton. All right. I Periscope my trainings for my team, Team Flourish, but I open them up to the entire company because, we can all share in the unique love, right? All right, if you want to swipe to the right or swipe down, you can share this with some team members. I believe that once you begin to feel more confident about the makeup and more confident about your application, your sales increase tenfold. So it's really important that you become a student of the product. And this is just my way of helping you maybe feel a little bit more confident about some of the products that we have and that we offer so that you can feel confident about helping your customers. And if you're one of my customers, then hopefully you will feel more confident about applying some of the products you bought. So, all right, let's start. So first things first, I've already done my face, you know that. But typically I do my eyes first and then I do my face. But for this, I'm not doing that. Now, I'm adding some chapstick to my lips because I'm going to put some stain on later. And the stain for me stays better when my lips are moisturized. So if I know I'm going to put stain on, I always add some chapstick to my lips while I'm getting ready so that it can be nice and I'm going to rub it in, soaked in when I'm ready to put the stain on. Make sense? All right, so let's start. Color. Now, color is a little bit scary, I will be honest, and I have to be in the right mood to have color on my eyes with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using pigments. We're going to be using Sassy, which is a beautiful pink purple, and Dignified, which is like a blue-green, okay? And then I'm going to accent the outside of my eyes with Risque, okay? So 2 shimmers and a matte, all right? Now, you want to look at the color wheel. So go Google the color wheel and you'll see the color wheel. And anything that is across from each other, that means that they bring the other one out. So like green and red, you think about Christmas, those colors kind of bring each other out. They make each other more vibrant, okay? Orange and blue. Okay, so obviously we're not going to wear green and red on our eyes, but we can wear a little blue-green with pink, okay? And they're going to work together. You can do green and purples. Green and purples look beautiful together. Blues and golds look beautiful together, okay? Now, I probably wouldn't do blue and red or blue and pink. I don't prefer it. Does that mean you can't do it? No, there's no rules here. You can do whatever you want. I just don't think that they necessarily complement one another. Okay, so I also took a look at some of the colors in my shirt, and I'm going to go with gray rather than brown, okay? And I'm going to pull out some of the pinks and blues from my shirt, okay? So let's start. I'm going to start with the liner shader brush, and we are going to start with Sassy, okay? So I've got it in my lid. I've got it on my liner shader brush. And again, do not brush this on. You are pressing it into place, okay? That's how my colors stay so vibrant. And of course, I always start with primer. I have primer on, all right? We're pressing. Sassy, honestly, let me tell you this. When I wear Sassy, I get the most compliments. I get the most questions about what's on your eyes. I don't know why exactly, but it's just a color that people notice. I love to pair Sassy with Gorgeous, actually. So that's another combination that you can do. I wear Sassy and Gorgeous and Daring. It's probably, my customers buy that combination the most from me because it's the most well-liked combination on my eyes. Okay, so we're just pressing. Oh, I wasn't going to do my other eye, but I did. Okay, all right. Now we're going to use the liner shader brush again, and I'm going to take Dignified, okay? Taking Dignified, pressing it in the cap, okay? I'm going to start kind of like go where your iris stops, okay? I'm not starting in the middle. That would be where your pupil is. Go where your iris is and start pressing it in, okay? There is no hard and fast rule to this, okay? I do feel a little bit like Gem and the Rockstars right now. Okay, see that? Just pressing. You can come over just a little bit with the Dignified. All right, got that? All right, now we're going to take our crease brush, and I'm going to go with Risque. Risque is a matte gray. Okay, tapping. Again, we're going to create that 7. So we're going to start right here with a line, okay? And go up on the crease bone. Okay? Blend that in. All right, so now the green's not looking quite as harsh on my eye. All right, then I'm going to take my deluxe brush. I'm going to dip it in, you guessed it, innocent. Love innocent. Going up on the brow bone, pressing it in, okay? Pressing, and then blending. Now, I like my corners to have a little bit more of a shape to it right here. So I'm going to come back. Okay? See that? Not pretty? All right, then I'm actually going to do some green liner. Okay, so I'm using Prosperous liner. Right? And my liner shader brush, I like to smudge my liners just a little bit. I bring it out past the corner of my eye, just a touch. Okay? Then I'm going to do it on my waterline. All right, now, you can do one of two things. You can take the Risque and bring it down, or you can take the Dignified and bring it down. I'm going to take the Dignified just to show you what that looks like, okay? But I'm putting my liner end of the brush, okay? Yep, I applied primer. And I'm coming down under the eye with the Dignified. Okay, and I've got some of the Sassy in the corner there, okay? I'm gonna meet it up here. All right, then you can take your crease brush, kind of wipe all that Risque off if you don't. I should have brought my other one down, but I didn't, okay? And then I'm just gonna smudge it a little bit under here. Okay, see that? Now, let's concealer, okay? We talked about this. Now, I've gotten so many questions about the concealer that I'm using. Okay, so I use Velour foundation, okay? And, but I use Chiffon concealer because Chiffon has pink in it. The circles under our eyes have purple. The pink counteracts the purple and makes it 0. Okay, so anyone velour or lower in their colors with unique can do chiffon. Anyone organza or higher, which would be organza and scarlet, would use organza concealer because organza also has pink undertones. Okay, see, there you have it. All right, let's put some mascara on that bad boy. I'm almost out of this mascara. I need to open a new one, which is exciting. There's nothing better than opening a new mascara. Okay, you know to always apply the fibers mid-lash to tip. Okay, and I like them to dry for a second. So I'll do my bottom lashes, which I don't use any fibers on my bottom lashes because I make a mess with it. Like, I'm already making a mess. I just got a ton of gel in my hair. Yay! Okay, so I don't typically use more than 2 colors, okay? And I try to keep my liner either in the same color family or just a neutral liner. So that's how I do that. If you wanted to, you could take some, I have it right here, some angelic and kind of add that to the corner just for an extra little highlight. And up here, angelic is a great highlighter too. And since I'm using a matte pigment in my crease, I'm good with using a little bit of shimmer on the brow. I don't like to use like 4 shimmers. That's a lot of shimmer. Okay, you can see. Very pretty. Okay, what was the other thing I was going to do? Oh, stain, okay? So I have moisturized my lips, right? I find that moisturizing them, even more than exfoliating, is helpful. So if you have a customer that is having a hard time with the stain, have her try moisturizing them. This is Shy, because I don't want to do a lot on my lips because I got so much color going on in my eyes. But yeah, if someone's having a hard time with the stain, have them try exfoliating, but then also have them moisturize with like some chapstick or something and let it soak in for a few minutes and then apply the stain. Also remember that the lighter color stains have less pigment in them. The whole idea of a stain is to stain your lips. So if it's a lighter color, it's not going to have as much staying power as like skittish or savvy or something, okay? The other thing too is we all have acidic levels in our saliva. If you have a high acidic level in your saliva, which you probably don't know if you do or not until you try the stain, it's going to eat away at the stain quicker than someone that doesn't have quite as high of an acidic level, if that makes sense. So, but the bottom line is the stain lasts longer than any of the others. Like it just does. It's going to last longer than, well, actually, I love the liners. The stain and the liner last the same amount of time for me.
Mommy?
Yes, Jack?
Can I have something to eat?
Yes. Okay, you also, a lot of our customers don't know that you can layer the stains. So make sure if they're not getting enough color that they know the stains can be layered, okay? Okay. All right, I'm ready for questions. The color stain is Shy. I use Glorious. Yeah, I just use Glorious on my whole face rather than the eye primer. I think I'm actually might be allergic to the eye primer. I'm afraid to try it again to find out, but I think I might be. But I have weird allergies to things sometimes, so. Under my eyes, you certainly can. If I was going to use highlighter, I would use Fresh. I like the powder for highlighting, but I really like I just like chiffon. I really like the look of chiffon. You can see, I don't have bad circles yet, but I just love the look of chiffon. For customer samples, I love Adorable, Enamored, Sexy, Confident. Those are all really pretty ones. Yeah, the eye primer is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I think that I might be allergic to it, so that's why I haven't used it in a while. Gloss. This is Lovesick. Yeah. Any other questions? I saw someone ask if I wet my pigments. I don't. I really get enough vibrancy by the way that I apply it that I don't need to wet my pigments. But you certainly can. Absolutely. Something you can do. I don't know why I have to sit like this. All right. Any other questions? I think once you start getting some customers that are loyal to you, it's really fun to start helping them get out of their comfort zones. But first, you have to get out of your comfort zone, which means you have to start trying some new things so that they'll want to try new things. Matte pigments don't show much. You need to make sure you prime your eyes really good and pressing. You have to press in. You can't brush it on. What color for satin? Satin can do chiffon. Yeah. Definitely. For the neutral look, I used Adorable and Infatuated, I think. All right. The muddy look with color. That, you want to press it in, and then you're pressing the other colors, and you're just leaving a slight overlap. So you saw I didn't blend a whole lot on my lid. I blended up here to make it look more natural, but I didn't blend a whole lot on my lid. Favorite favorite pigments. My favorite pigments, I love Adorable. So, okay, I didn't do, and maybe sometime I'll get on here and do it, but my absolute favorite eye look, if you really want to know, it's complicated, and that's what I was going to do today, but I was afraid that you all would get way overwhelmed by how complicated it is. But my absolute favorite colors are Innocent on the brow bone, Giddy under the brow bone, Infatuated or Daring in my crease, Gorgeous on the outer lid, and Innocent on the inner lid. I know, see, it's so complicated, but that is my favorite look. I love it. Concealer and foundation, anything organza and above can use organza. Anything velour and below can use chiffon. Because what you're looking for is pink. If you're wanting to cover purple, which are your circles, you want to use something pink to get rid of it. And chiffon has such strong pink undertones. Do that look for all of you sometime? Maybe I will. Maybe we'll have a bonus. A bonus part 4. Most complicated look ever. All right. Do I accidentally look like a drag queen using bright colors? I think the key when you are, using a lot of colors on your eyes is to really tone down your lips. This is actually a little more than I would normally do with this eye color. I would do something even more neutral. Yeah. Team Flourish wants the complicated look? Okay. How did I choose velour? Because I do not have pink undertones, and taffeta was too dark. So there you go. That's how I chose it. All right. The complicated look, angelic. Yeah, angelic really is very light and catches the light, and so it makes your eyes really pop. Any color. So yeah, for my complicated look, it's angelic, gorgeous, daring, giddy, and innocent. It's kind of all blended. Yeah, it's complicated. I do videos and I post pictures, just like I'm doing with you right now, only it's not like this. But yeah, I do videos, and definitely the pictures help. When people can see, that you can wear pink and green and not look crazy. They're willing, after they've tried some of the neutral looks, they're ready to branch out. All right. I use Word Swag for a lot of my pictures. Team Flourish Eye Pigment Face Off Challenge. I love it. Have I tried to get the liner on your lower lashes? I'm not sure I understand that question. All right. Well, it looks like the questions are dying down. I will post a picture on my Facebook wall of this completed, because this is kind of silly right now. But again, can you believe how much bigger this eye looks than this eye? Isn't that crazy? But don't be afraid of the colors, and don't be afraid of pigments. Pigments do take a little, adjusting to. But again, once you get some customers and they're feeling more confident about application, then you can start suggesting some colors. So I love the pigments. I am a pigment girl. I will choose the pigments any day over everything else because I think they're beautiful and they blend so well. So. All right, have a fabulous day. Feel free when I post my eye look. If you try a color today, I'd love to see it. Post your picture in the comments of my Facebook wall. I love that. So, all right, have a great day, ladies. Thanks so much.